Good morning, guys. I am back with a Dollarama haul. Now, I know it's been a while since I posted a Dollarama haul, but I had a lot going on in my life for a little bit there, and I needed to take a step back from hauling. So it had been a while since I was actually able to get out to the stores to see what kind of things they had. I'm pleasantly surprised by everything that I was able to pick up this time around. There were a lot of things that I thought my stores weren't going to get back in, and then things that I didn't even expect my stores to get at all. So I am just going to jump right in. Just as a note, I think this is probably going to be a two-part video just so that it doesn't get too long. So if you are currently watching part one, definitely do check out part two as well, or vice versa, so that way you don't miss out on any of the items that I was able to pick up. So I don't know if I've shown these in previous hauls before, but I always pick up my garbage bags from Dollarama. The brand that I get is called Hercules, and these are your basic standard indoor white kitchen garbage bags. I get the tall ones, but they are the ones that pretty much fit your regular size can. And these are actually scented with Mintex, which is supposed to be a deterrent for like rodents and raccoons and stuff like that from getting into your garbage. These ones, I find it's beneficial because it cuts down on the odor that garbage naturally produces, and it's kind of a nice fresh mint scent when you go to put a new bag in. So I like these a lot. I find they hold up pretty well. We don't typically like overflow our garbage or anything like that, but they don't tend to rip or tear or anything like that, so I think it's pretty good. You do get 12 in here for $2, so it's not a bad deal. I also pick up the outdoor ones as well. So these are your black ones. Because they are bigger and can fit like an actual garbage can, you only get 10 bags in here. But again, it's scented with the Mintex. So if you keep your garbage in an outdoor bin, or even when you go to put your garbage out the night before garbage day, these would be fantastic for it because it's supposed to be a deterrent for the raccoons getting in there, so you don't have to worry about it. I'm not sure how effective it actually is because we keep our garbage in the garage until pretty much right before pickup. So I'm not sure if it actually works, but I would be interested to see if this would work like even if you were camping. I know you're supposed to put your garbage in your car, but maybe it would be a deterrent just for them coming around the campsite if they have that mint scent. I'm not sure. I didn't really do any research into it or anything like that. I just like the bags and how the scent helps cover up garbage odor a little bit. An added bonus is that they're actually made in Canada, which I kind of like too. I also always pick up my toilet paper from Dollarama. I get the Cascades, which is pretty much like a medium brand, like an average brand. It's not the best stuff, and it's not the cheap stuff that doesn't even work. So I love Cascades, and you get 6 of the double rolls, which are 253 sheets per roll for $4. So normally grocery stores will do the Cascades, or they'll do like Cottonelle, and they'll do the 6 double or the 12 single for like $3.99 when it goes on sale. So to be able to get this for $4 all the time and not have to worry about shopping around and looking for a sale, this is a great deal. So this is why I always pick it up when I go there. I also do like the smaller packaging. We live in a smaller townhouse and we don't have a lot of excess storage, so I don't like buying like the big bulk ones from Walmart or anything like that. So I actually like the smaller size. Then I also pick up my Ziploc bags from Dollarama. I don't use freezer bags too often because normally we just eat meat as we buy it. But when I do need them, I get them from the dollar store. These were $3.50 for 12 of the large, but I like Ziploc. It's a trusted brand. You know that your food isn't going to get any freezer burn with this, so that's why I pick it up from there. I know if you buy these in like the sets of 3, it could probably be cheaper per bag, but like I said, we don't go through these very often, so this box is probably going to actually last me quite a while. And then the last staple I typically pick up from Dollarama are the Scotties tissues. I like Scotties. I find they don't dry out your skin as much as the other tissues tend to. And Scotties always has such cute little patterns. This one is like a bright maple leaf on a pond with ripples in it. And you do get 100 tissues in here, so it's not a bad deal for $1.25. Again, we don't go through tissues too often either, but I am battling a cold right now, so I did pick these up for myself. Then moving on to some food items. I was excited to find another pretzel by Snack It. So Snack It is a brand that Dollarama does carry, and they normally have just your standard pretzels. So these were new to my store, and they are pretzel thins. They have no preservatives, they're vegan and no GMO as well, and they're just supposed to be lightly salted. You get 180 grams in there for $1.50. So I thought that was a pretty good price. So I'm excited to try these. I thought if they aren't very flavorful, you could always do them in like a little dip or put some cream cheese on them to add a little bit of flavor. Then I also picked up a package of M&Ms. These are the Share and Go packs, and they're always $2. I think that's a pretty good deal. I don't know if the grocery stores will sometimes put them for cheaper, but I have seen them at Shoppers and that for like $4 when they're not on sale. So to get them for $2, I'm okay with. They always have lots of different flavors. You can get the plain, peanut, caramel, and you can also get peanut butter. The peanut butter ones are my absolute favorite, and I think caramel is probably a close second. My kids also love M&Ms, so just being able to give them a little treat now and then is always nice. Then I did pick up another box of the Walker's Mint Thins. I hauled these a while back to see if they were anything like After 8 mints, and they are. So to be able to get 150 grams for $2 is a fantastic deal. The After 8 mints for about the same size box can go anywhere from like $4 to $8, which is insane. So to be able to get pretty much the identical flavor for half the cost is a great deal. And these are good all the way until January 15th of 2021. So you've got lots of time to enjoy them. And then the last food item I picked up are the peppermint marshmallows. So you get 200 grams for $1.25. And these are the ones that are supposed to taste like peppermint, and they're colored with red and green stripes. My one daughter absolutely loves marshmallows, so I picked these up mostly for her. I thought my other kids might enjoy them as well, and maybe even putting them in like a hot chocolate, and maybe it would give them like a slight peppermint flavor. I'm not really sure. But I thought that they would enjoy these, especially over the holiday break when we tend to have a couple more treats than we normally do and little like holiday themed things. I thought this was fun. And these again are good till July 2nd of next year, so it's even to the start of like camping season if they happen to last that long. And then I think we're going to move on to beauty/medicine. So I've mentioned before in previous hauls that I've always gotten my vitamins from Dollarama. Well, not my vitamins, but vitamins for my kiddos. I used to haul the Flintstone vitamins, which were by Bayer, but then they stopped carrying those, and they got in the Centrum Flavor Burst for kids, which is what I've hauled the last couple of times. So you do get 60 chews in here. So these will typically last my kids about a month. My older son has 2 of them a day, and then my youngers only have 1 a day. So with the schedule we have, this lasts us about a month, which is pretty good. You pay $4 for these, but I did check in Shoppers after I went to Dollarama, and these retail for about $12 when they're not on sale. So to get them for $4 is such an incredible savings. Centrum is a well-known, trusted brand when it comes to vitamins. So this is a great deal to pick up if your kiddos need a little bit, of vitamins and minerals to add to their diet. I always like to give it to them with breakfast just so that they're starting that day with that little extra help. I did pick up 3 bottles because these are good until March of 2020, so I know that we'll use them by then. Then I also found a large box of the extra strength Tylenol Flu. So in my previous haul, I did pick up a box of Tylenol, and here it was cold, not flu, but if you look at the symptoms that it covered, they're actually identical. The difference between the 2 boxes, though, was the size. So this one you get 10 of the daytime and 10 of the nighttime, whereas the box I held previously, you only got 6 of the daytime and 4 of the nighttime. So this is the double the amount of medicine in the box for the same exact price. So the box I held previously was $4, and so is this one. I went to Shoppers Drug Mart again after Dollarama, and this was $11.99. So again, that's an $8 savings per box. And these are good all the way until May of next year. So it's going to get you right through cold season, or at least the heart of cold season. So this is a fantastic purchase. If you have a Dollarama near you, definitely go and see if they have this box. The flu is not just for like being physically sick. This is covers fever, nasal congestion, dry cough, aches and pain, literally anything that you would need. And then it does have the night tablets as well. So this is a absolutely fantastic purchase. And perfect timing for me since I've got a cold. Then the next things are a couple different beauty items. I did pick up the Oracare Oradent, and these are the brush toothpicks. You get 60 in here for $1.25. If you've never seen these or tried these before, I highly recommend them. So this is to use instead of flossing. So whether it's when you're not able to fully floss, so in the car, or if you're out and about after dinner at a restaurant, these are great to keep in your glove box or in your purse. But this is also really good for little kids. I find it very difficult to floss my little one's teeth, even with like the floss sticks, because some of the times they put too much plastic on them and they're just too large for their mouths. So I find these really, really handy. What it is almost like a toothpick, but then it's got like a little built-in toothbrush that you can fit in between your teeth to clear out the plaque and stuff. No different than actual floss, but this way you don't have to worry about ripping it off and wrapping it around your fingers, and especially with the little kids trying to get in their mouths without them accidentally biting you, this is definitely a safer and easier option. So if you have trouble with your little ones and they're flossing, definitely give this a shot. Or if you yourself just don't like flossing, maybe you don't like the feel of it, this is a really great alternative. Then I found some new masks. These are actually for your lips and then under your eye. So these are by Luxe Beauty Care, which is the brand that Dollarama often carries, and they tend to get different products in all the time. So this is retinol hydrogel under eye pads, renew, restore, and revive, and it's 15-minute eye therapy. So I thought that was kind of neat, and you do get a set of two, one for each eye. And then I also got two different lip ones. The one is hydrating hydrogel lip mask with goat's milk and hyaluronic acid. And then the other one I got is a moisturizing hydrogel lip mask with shea butter. And look at the color on that one. That one's green. Like, put that on and then scare your children. That'd be fun. Each of these are $1.25 a piece, so I thought that was pretty good, even if they don't do too much for you. Just to give them a try and see if they have any benefit, I thought would be fun. Then I did pick up two things of hair ties. So these are by Scunchie, and these are the super stretch, but these are the ones that they advertise as being more fashionable. So it is the thicker ponytail, and then it has this, like, I don't know, little metal decoration on it, so that when you take it out of your hair and put it on your wrist, it's supposed to look a little bit nicer than just your standard ponytail. You get two for $1 in there, which I guess isn't that fantastic of a deal, because sometimes you can get like a huge pack for $1.25, but I thought having that little bit of added pizzazz to it was kind of nice. I thought my daughter would enjoy the hot pink one, that's why I got this one for her. And then I did get it in two neutrals for me. I thought this is kind of a nice idea to transition from, like, if you were going for a walk or going to the gym and you needed your hair up, and then you were going straight to work or out for lunch or something afterwards and you wanted to take your hair back down, that this is kind of nice to wear on your wrist rather than just your basic ponytail. So for $1, I figured we would try those out. Then I did find new bath salts. So these are by Brompton and Langley, which is a brand that they do have other products by at Dollarama, but nothing that I previously purchased. These are cotton candy scented. It says they're infused with coconut oil and they're extra bubbly, which bath salts typically aren't bubbly. So I'm interested to try this and see how it works. You get 470 grams in this package, and it was only $2. I thought my girls would absolutely love this because it's bright pink, cotton candy scented, and it's supposed to give you bubbles as well. So 3 things that they absolutely love. This is actually by Upper Canada Soap, which is out of Mississauga, Canada. So that's kind of neat too. I love picking up Canadian products when I can. Mind you, it does say that was made in China, so I guess it's only imported through Mississauga in the Upper Canada soap shop, but at least it's repackaged maybe in Mississauga. I'm not really sure. I find it confusing when they say it's made somewhere and then they give the company that's producing it a local thing. I don't know. Anyways, then I picked up the Lip Smacker, and this is Disney Frozen 2, and it's wonderful waffles and syrup. Now, with this, I know a lot of haulers have been picking this up from Dollar Tree, and I have been looking every time I go, but I can only find the double packs that have like 2 different berry flavors in it, but this is the only flavor I wanted, so I finally found it at Dollarama. It was $1.50, so I did pay 25 cents more than I would if I had found it at Dollar Tree, but I really wanted to try this flavor. I thought it sounded delicious. I know you're not eating it, but the smell in that, it sounded good, and I like Olaf, so I like that he's on there, so I'm excited to try this. So I did pay a quarter more to find something that I really wanted, but sometimes you have to do that. Like I said, sometimes we don't get all the items in that other stores do. The items vary from one location to another, and sometimes even the pricing does, so you do have to keep an eye on that and be careful with what you're picking up. And then I think the last item that I will put in this haul is the Bic Hybrid 3 Comfort. So it is a razor, and you get the handle and 6 cartridges in here, and these are the 3-blade cartridges. So these are really good razors, and you got the whole kit for $4. Typically, a kit like this would run you probably close to $12, if not more, at Shoppers Drug Mart. I know they'll sometimes do the smaller ones that come with like 2 or 3 cartridges for like $6 to $7. But one with 6, I don't even know if I've ever seen one with that many at Shoppers Drug Mart before. I know this is geared for men, but it works no different than a lady's razor, and I find that sometimes the one geared for men are actually like a closer shave because it's meant to shave their face, and I love the ones that are 3 blades. I just find they work a lot nicer. Bic is a well-known brand, so I was really excited to find that and pick it up. What time are we at? Okay, I think I will show one more thing before I change to part 2, and that is the BNCO Apparel Thermal Socks. So I hauled these previously, and I just wanted to touch base about them and say that they are absolutely fantastic. They say they fit a size 9 to 11, which they definitely do. They are super warm and super cozy, and that fuzzy liner inside that I showed you previously is so soft and comfortable. If you have like a nice fall boot or a winter boot that maybe doesn't have as much warmth or comfort as it used to, these are great to put on before throwing those kind of boots on. I find that they are a little thick, so they won't fit in every shoe, but typically like a fall or a winter boot, they will fit in quite nicely. I was able to find 3 more patterns that I hadn't seen before. So this is like a black and red, and almost looks more like tribal than the other ones that I picked up. Then there's this gray and pink one that actually has hearts on it, and if you shift this down, there is a polar bear, and I just thought he was adorable. And then this one, I just really liked the color combinations. So you get the blue with the red and then a green, and then they've got like that kind of like old-fashioned snowflake look to it. So again, these are $2.50 a piece, but I personally feel that they are worth every penny. If you're not a big fan of like a crew sock, and you're not a big fan of like the no-shows or the ones that are right at your ankle, these sit really nicely. They only go like slightly past your ankle, like a little ways up your calf, I guess I want to say. So they're not like a full crew, and they're not an ankle. They're kind of in between. And I find it's a really comfortable place where they sit. So if you're worried about them being too tight on your leg or anything like that, they definitely aren't. So I would highly recommend these if you are looking for a warmer sock for the winter. All right, so that's where I'm going to end part 1. I hope you were excited by some of the items that I was able to find. I know that some of the items were not very exciting, but I do like to inform you guys where I pick up some of my staples as well, just so in case you're wondering. If the dollar stores ever start carrying like milk, because they already carry bread here in Canada. If they ever started carrying milk, I pretty much wouldn't have to go anywhere else except maybe one place to get like fruit and veggies and one place to get our meat. But otherwise, I could probably survive off of just shopping at a Dollarama and a Dollar Tree. They have such amazing items, and there's such a wide variety of items, and the items change so frequently that you're always getting new things in. It's just a really great place to shop. And I wish more people would give the dollar stores a chance, and kind of just get that negative idea that associates itself with dollar stores typically out of their heads. Because as you can see, you can find some really fabulous things. You can find name brand things, and it's really, really great. So yeah, that's my 2 cents on dollar stores. I hope you guys are having, or had, I guess, a wonderful week, and I hope you have a wonderful start to your weekend. Like I said, do stay tuned for part 2 of this Dollarama haul. Bye now.